Hi, welcome to this edition of PMAT Live. This is episode 10. Today I thought I would do a plating tutorial. I went to the store yesterday and bought a couple of just normal everyday dessert kind of items, and I thought that I might take some time to show different ways of plating them. A lot of times you get stuff home and you want to serve it and make it be kind of special, like maybe it's a dessert around the holidays, not necessarily the special dessert for Thanksgiving or Christmas, but you know, a dessert and the family is over and you don't want to necessarily take a lot of time, but you want it to look kind of swanky. So I am going to take 4 basic ingredients, or components rather, of a dish that I have right here. The first one is a pumpkin ice cream. You can certainly make your own. Some heavy cream. I'm going to use some pure maple syrup. And I've got these triple ginger cookies here. I bought, actually, the ice cream and the cookies. I had the other things in the house. And I figured, well, first I bought the ice cream and I thought, well, what would go nicely with the ice cream, pumpkin, and, oh, hooray, ginger. So I got the ginger cookies, and then maple is also another sort of fallish kind of festive flavor, and whipped cream just makes everything better. So I'm going to show you guys simple ways to plate, and then a little bit more restauranty ways to plate, so you have some things to choose from. I just want to get help spark your creativity, and maybe you guys could come up with some cool plating ideas. I would love to see them. Just take a picture and send them to me at onlinepastrychef@yahoo.com. All the ways to contact me are going to be down there in the description of the video. So anyway, I hope this is informative, and there you go. All right, enjoy. Okay, this is just a regular bowl of ice cream. This is what the beloved and I had for dessert last night. Just threw some ice cream in a bowl, a couple of cookies. There you go. Very simple, very easy, nothing wrong with that. If you want to step it up a little bit, I do have a few ideas though. Alright, this is basically the same dessert. All I did was put a little bit of maple syrup in the center of that plate, put a cookie down on top of it. That's just to keep the cookie from sliding around. A little 3-sided canal of pumpkin ice cream, another cookie crammed in the top, and then I took an eyedropper and just did little drips of maple syrup all around. And then because I cannot leave well enough alone, I decided it needed perhaps a little bit of whipped cream on it, and I just traded out the broken cookie for a whole cookie. The spice grinder can really be your friend. I just took a few little ginger cookies and whirred them up into dust and used it in the next few platings. Okay, this next one, that line of cookie dust is probably a little heavy, but I just wanted to give you the idea. Again, we have a canal of pumpkin ice cream on top of a ginger cookie, a little bit of whipped cream on top of that. I whipped the cream with a little cinnamon and a little maple syrup. Next, I put some crushed ginger cookies in the bottom of the glass. Then there's pumpkin ice cream, and then there's another cookie just to kind of hold everything down, a little bit of maple syrup, some of the whipped cream, another cookie to hold everybody down, a little more ice cream, and then I just sifted ginger cookie crumbs over the top. This one is fun for the kids. I just made 3 little ice cream sandwiches, little canal of the maple whipped cream. If you'll notice, the maple syrup on this one looks a little thicker. That's because I reduced it on the stove by just a little bit, so it's very thick and sticky. It has a couple of purposes. You can scrape it up with your spoon and eat it right along with your little ice cream sandwiches, and also it serves to kind of corral everybody in the center of the plate and not let everybody slide around. And then it just has a dusting of the cookie crumbs on top of it. There's just a little half sphere of ice cream on top of a cookie that's held down with some sticky maple syrup. Instead of piping on Italian meringue and then torching it, I just piped on the cinnamon maple whipped cream, stuck a cookie on the top of it, and because sometimes you just need a little extra just to make it look a little more special, I sifted over a little bit of cinnamon, and then there's a little bit of eyedroppered maple syrup. Okay, this last dessert, I pulled out my cream puff shells that are in the freezer. There's a base of maple syrup under there, a little bit of cookie crumb. I piped softened pumpkin ice cream inside the little shells. Used a little dollop of whipped cream, and if you'll notice the tweel there, all I did was took the caramel that I had already reduced and just cooked it until it was caramelized. I used a very little bit, like maybe a quarter of a cup, so it really wasn't, I wasn't going to be able to take its temperature, so I just checked it. I had a Silpat next to me, and every minute or so I just picked up a little bit on a fork and carefully pulled it over and drizzled it on the Silpat, and as soon as it was hardening, like at the hard crack stage, I took it off the heat and just made some little doodles. I liked this one the most, so that's the one I used. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of PMAT Live. It certainly kept me busy, and I think I'm on a little bit of a sugar high now because I ate most of those desserts, because that's just how I am. I am that selfless. I would do that for you in the name of a tutorial. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you got a few ideas. I hope that sparked a few of your own ideas. And there you have it. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.